Welcome back to the channel, Jam Fam. And yes, it seems like every week boss fight is out, there's always a new glitch the community manages to find. Now today's glitch was actually found by Satish Kanal, who posted this on Reddit, and Coach Gory and Scrappy BS also made a video on this, so make sure to check them out. I'm making this video because I wanted to add my input and fill out things that I think they missed. So basically for this glitch, you're going to need 3 brawlers. You're going to need Colt, Sprout, and Penny. Now for Colt, you do not need a max Colt. Any level Colt will do. Basically the objective is Colt is to break the 1 tile wall that you just saw. And it's really important that you do this because that is where Penny comes into play. So basically Penny's role is to have the turret in that 1 tile hole that you saw right there. And Penny is the only brawler that you need max with the star power Balls of Fire. Now this is really important because there is a time limit in boss fight, and you want to have the turret take out the boss before the time limit comes off, which is 13 minutes and 14 seconds. So you want to be able to take out the boss before that. And basically Sprout's role is to put the wall right between the 2 walls. Otherwise it is very hard to have Colt only break the 1 tile wall, and you're going to see what I mean in a second here. And basically the rest is pretty simple. You basically go to the top of the map, and it's really important that you stay at the top of the map because you don't want to get too close to the boss, otherwise he'll be able to charge and use his meteors once you get to higher insane levels, and it will take time, but slow and steady wins the race. So I want to just highlight again how you want to play this whole thing out. Basically, so yeah, that was normal mode. This is the next mode, which is hard, and you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. And of course, it's very important to try and get as much damage done in the first couple minutes right before you're doing this glitch, because obviously you want to take out the boss. That is the ultimate goal. So right here you can see we're trying to get as much damage. I use all 3 Colt gadgets. Now for Colt and Sprout, you don't need the max, but it's obviously nice to have that extra damage. Right here you can see, very important, this is 1 tile wall you want to break right there with the Colt Super. Now it's very important that you have the Sprout wall placed right next to it. Right there you see the Sprout wall coming right before the Colt Super, and what this does is it allows that 1 tile wall to be breaking very perfectly. If you don't have that Sprout wall, it's actually very hard to break that 1 tile wall. But you saw right there, Colt has to try and get that 1 tile wall really precisely, and then Penny is going to be the last one to come up. So basically you want Colt and Sprout to come up, or Colt and Penny to come up, and then the last brawler, the 3rd brawler, will basically lead the bot up to that turret, and it'll get stuck. So basically the boss will just be stuck there, and there's nothing it can do. All you have to do is wait for the Penny turret to take out the boss slowly over time before the timer of 13 minutes and 14 seconds runs out. And as I said already, at higher insane levels, the boss will charge and use meteors, which will break the walls, and if the walls break, then this ruins its strategy, which is really important that you stay at the top of the map to prevent the bot from charging or doing any of that. And also patrol the top of the map. I found that staying at the top of the map is best because there are shooter robots that come, and if they get too close to the turret, then they will take it out. So obviously make sure to take out those shooter robots. Basically, besides that, you want to try and stay alive for as long as possible because the boss will start using meteors eventually. And I think another really important thing to bring up here is that no matter what 2 brawlers go up first, you always want to have 1 brawler down there to lead the bot close to the turret, because obviously if the bot is not at the turret, it will not get stuck. So you definitely need 1 brawler to lead and kind of bait the bot to the turret so that it will get stuck there. And once again, it does take quite a bit of time to do this, but I'm pretty sure you can do this for every single insane level up to insane 16, it looks like, because as long as you have that Penny turret there consistently doing the damage, it will be able to take out the boss before the 13 minutes and 14 seconds runs out, which obviously is a very long time. Now this is a pretty time consuming glitch compared to previous glitches that have come out, but this is definitely the best one that we have right now. And you can see right here, this is expert mode. Once again, I did this on several different boss fight modes, from like hard, normal, expert, master, even insane we did it. So this definitely does work for pretty much every level we've already tested, and we're gonna keep seeing if this works just as it is planned. But you can see right here, we're gonna once again take out that 1 tile wall, and it's important to have Sprout place it before Colt Supers so that it perfectly fits the game physics. Otherwise, without the Sprout, it will not work. So it's really important that you have those 3 brawlers. And once again, as I mentioned, the only brawler that needs to be maxed here is the Penny, which is really important for the Balls of Fire. And then pretty much besides that, you can kind of just fool around. You can see we're just at the top of the map throwing around smiley faces, kind of trolling around. And of course, it doesn't matter if any of the teammates die, because when you respawn, you'll just respawn next to them at the top, so it doesn't really affect anything. The only thing you have to make sure is, this has happened to us a couple times, where we get just a little too close to the bot to see if the Penny turret's doing well, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the boss just starts charging at you. And this really mainly happens at higher insane levels, but it's really important that you literally stay at the very, very top of the map. I'm talking about above those 3 individual small pawns, like above those, and basically that'll prevent the bot from ever charging or ever having those meteors that the boss throws hit your turret, because the meteor, if you guys didn't know, targets the closest teammates. So if your teammates are too close to that turret, it will take out the walls, and once those walls break down, it's pretty much game over. Once again, I want to shout out my teammates for helping me with this, because this took a very, very long time to be able to do this. At first, we weren't really sure how to perfect this, and my teammates obviously had the patience and time willing to spend so much time trying to figure this out and perfect it. And of course, having that 1 penny turret, it does take quite a bit of time. It's not an insane amount of time, but having only that 1 penny turret dealing damage the whole time does take a while, especially when you move up in those insane levels, which is why, again, I said that it's very important to try and have your team do as much damage to the bot as possible. And that's exactly why having a maxed out brawler would be helpful. But obviously, if you don't have a maxed out brawler, that's also fine. Just make sure that your penny, whoever's playing penny on your team, is maxed out. Now make sure you take advantage of this glitch, because once Supercell obviously decides to patch this, it will no longer work. And usually they patch these type of glitches the weekend after it's out. So basically, probably the next couple days are the best time to do it. After, you know, this weekend, it's gonna basically be gone, and probably the next time boss fight comes out, somebody in the community will find another glitch, because there's just been so many glitches. It's crazy, like continuous glitches that Supercell has been able to kind of just somehow miss. Like, I don't know why it always happens in boss fight too. It seems like this is the mode that they always seem to miss, where like they just somehow miss it in their code, I guess, and someone's just able to find a way. I don't even know how people are able to find these type of glitches so quickly, because it seems like as soon as it came out, somebody on Reddit already knew. But that's just a really cool thing, I guess, about boss fight, is that there's always something new to try every time, whereas other modes like, you know, Robo Rumble and Big Game, it seems like it's pretty stale, which is why this is also my favorite mode in terms of ticketed events. And also, one last thing I want to say, if you just like want to speed it up a little bit, if you don't have all the time in the world, you can have your Sprout or your Colt, which both have very long ranges, go slightly down and just try and hit the boss like with max range. Now this can be a little bit risky in case you're at a high level and the boss decides to charge. That's really the only kind of risk you'll ever encounter. I did try this a few times where I used Colt with a Magnum Special Star Power, or using the Sprout with the Overgrowth Star Power to kind of get that extended range and try and hit the boss from a farther distance, just to speed it up a little bit, because obviously if you just have a penny turret, this could take like 8, 9, 10 minutes at higher levels. So that is the one thing you could do to speed it up a little bit. Otherwise, the only thing you have to do is just kind of chill at the top of the map. At the beginning, you can also basically, if you want to, you can try to wait a little bit before you do the glitch, because, you know, if you wait a little bit longer, then obviously you can do more damage to the bot. But besides that, pretty much this is a very, very easy glitch. After we pretty much perfected it, we were able to get it right basically every time. You can see right here, all we had to do was dodge the meteors, and as long as one of you guys is alive, like all 3 of you don't have to be alive, as long as one of the teammates is alive, everything is going to be fine, because even if you go down, you're just going to respawn right next to your teammate again. And yeah, this is pretty much the glitch. I'm just going to play some music for you guys over this, but before we do that, I just want to thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. We are almost at 500 subscribers. It's absolutely insane. It would not be possible without you guys, so I just wanted to quickly thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the best fan base I could ever ask for. If you guys have any questions or video suggestions, make sure you leave it in the comment section down below, because I do read every single one of you guys' comments and try to respond to all of you guys. But besides that, make sure you like and subscribe, because we are so close to 500 subscribers, and I will be doing a giveaway when we hit that goal. And also, tomorrow we are going to be releasing an insane video, my favorite video I've ever released. It is a video on Mortis, and you guys will just have to see. It'll be coming out 9 AM tomorrow Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But besides that, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of the video.